Let's go. Enemy armor is destroyed.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Gazbeard here, and I've been rummaging in the archives and I've found a couple of battles from 2.5 years ago, October 2016 to be exact, that you might enjoy in my IS-3. And this is back in the day when the IS-3 was a tank to be reckoned with at tier 8. So we're here on the Fjords map, and it's a regular battle, base at each end to be captured. And I'm going to go over there to Heavy Corner and see what I can do up there. Now, one of the things about this battle and the next battle in the video, there's 2 battles, is the amount of damage that I did with a low number of kills. Now, the damage was not huge, you know, we're not talking 5 figures here, but it was good, respectable damage. So it's all a case of do what we can. As an IS-3, I'm a main battle tank in this configuration, or in this battle I should say, and the whole point of it is to hold that corner, not let them break through, stay alive, keep that flank secure. And at this point I've got absolutely no clue whether I'm going to get any support or not. I've got the big gun on it, which is a bit trollish at times, and you'll certainly see some examples of that. It's got quite a slow aiming time, it's got a moderately slow reload, it's about 10 seconds or so. And you've got to remember that these battles were at a time when the consumables, like the fire extinguisher, the repair kit, the first aid kit, were single use. So you had to really choose which moment you were going to use them in. So let's have a look what's around the corner. Zoom in, of course. And you can see the aiming bloom there with just every little movement going on. Nudging round. There's a couple of enemies spotted. And we've got a tank destroyer there. And there's another one, an AT-7. Aim for his weak spot in the turret. Hit him in the turret. The commander's cupola rather. And just rock backwards and forwards while reloading. Throw the arty off. And try and get that second shot on his cupola. He's backed off. I am spotted. I've got to be very aware of the artillery here. Wait for him to peek out again. He's got a much faster reload than me. And that didn't hit his cupola, but it did take some damage off his roof. The drop on the shot, the heavy shells from this BL whatever it is gun, just dropping the shell onto his very thin roof and managing to get the damage. And that one went over the top of him. Took a couple of shots. Our Panther 88 surprisingly pushing forward. Very weak hull on him, but he has got the Carnarvon with him to soak up damage. And that one ricocheted off the hard armour just above his main gun on that AT-7. Now I've got to get that AT-7 down because he is a real danger, particularly to the Panther, but also to the Carnarvon, which doesn't have the best of armours. Another good solid hit on the commander's cupola, aiming for the weak spot on that AT-7, of course. that very dangerous 17-pounder gun that he's got. There he is. Now I can push forward, but somebody's capping the base. So, a quick look at the mini-map. We've got lots of tanks around the base. The base should get cleared out pretty quick. I need to get forward, get that other IS-3 out of there. And trying to double blind through the bushes. But I've been spotted.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
And a slight jiggle on the mouse just as I fired meant the shot bounced off his turret. It was never going to do damage there, not against the front of an IS-3's turret. I need to get shots into his hull. Again, manoeuvring because of the RT. Don't want the artillery dropping shells on my rear deck by standing still too long. Although I've got a feeling that at this point the artillery were focusing elsewhere. The base capture flag's up again. Those other tanks back there are really going to have to do some work on it. I need to get up quickly now, support that Carnarvon. So full speed ahead, try and get in there.
Ready to fire.
And he's presenting his, RNG. Hit him square in the side, and I got 69 damage. So, a better shot there, hitting him into his upper front deck. Danger is here, but he didn't do anything critical to me. He's got more damage than I have.
Penetrate their armor.
Trying to get round him, get the side shot, and again RNG trolled me.
Enemy armor is hit.
There we go, that's another good solid shot. Now I'm kind of tempted to ram him here, try and get him tracked.
One of our tracks is damaged.
But a more solid shot into his side is a much better option. And I've got the health, he hasn't. I can outlast him here. There's the RT coming into play. This is why I'm moving constantly.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
We got him down. And now I've got to try and get back to the base because we're going to get capped. I'm never going to get out of here though. The game is over. We've lost. And there it is. So in the after battle results there, 2,750 damage delivered, 2 kills, one of the vehicles spotted, 803 experience. Second on the team for damage, about 3rd or 4th in the battle overall for damage. Unfortunately, some of the best tanks on our team did 0 damage. Statistics here, where are we? What am I looking at? 13 shots fired, 12 hit, 9 penetrated. Not too bad. And so we come to the second battle in this video. Again in the IS-3, this time on the Mountain Pass map, and I'm the top tank on our team at the start of the game. The other team's got 3 green players and a blue player. We've only got 1 green player, so in terms of player stats we're at a severe disadvantage. So I've decided I'm again going to go and hold a flank on heavy corner on our left and try to prevent anybody from breaking through in that area. Got to be very mindful of the centre ground on the river crossing through the low pass, and just hope that the rest of the team has some clue what they're going to do. That LTTB ahead of me, he's going to have a little bit of an important role in this game, and we'll see that when we come to him. But I'm going to have to help him out and put myself out of position in the middle of the battle. However, it all works out fine. Bit of a spoiler there. Now, I'm hoping you'll enjoy this one. It's RNG got the better of me several times, but overall it was not too bad a performance. As with the first battle, I'm heading out to the left hand flank. Again, no idea if I'm supported or not, and spotted from the off, and the TVP takes a cheeky shot at the side which doesn't do any damage. That's okay, I'll live with that. And I'm going to deny passage through here to anything that comes this way. That's my plan. And immediately I'm taking fire as soon as I get to the corner where I want to position up. And I used a right click auto aim and donked that shot. That was totally my fault, that wasn't RNG. I've got a couple of vehicles up there. Looks to be a light tank and a Scorpion tank destroyer. There's the Scorpion. Give him a bit of punishment. Lose a track. I'm in a good position here. I'm not going to use the repair kit. I'm just going to wait for it to repair while I reload and get some good clean aiming on the targets. Finally I get some support. The Super Pershing moves up alongside me, and of course he's got great frontal armor, so the two of us together should be able to make use of this position. And the enemy's being a bit cagey. There's 3 or 4 of them up there, but they're not in any hurry to push forward. And that light tank got punished. That one was never going to hit. I had no idea why I decided to fire there, but the shot went clean in front of the bows of that other vehicle up there. Just waiting for him to come out again so I can punish him. Being very mindful of the Super Pershing's position so that I don't block his movement and don't nip his tracks and stop him from being able to go forward or backwards at full speed. And that shot RNG dumped me. That should have gone into the rear of the tank up there, and it hit the slope of the hill instead. It's okay, so we get a little bit of a lull here while people are thinking about what they're doing. Scores are 4-4. So there's obviously some tough fighting going on the other side of the map. There's that Scorpion again, and again RNG docked me into the rock alongside the Scorpion instead of going into the front half of his tank. So what's that light tank gonna do? Sorry, the medium tank. He seems to be quite content to just hide behind that rock. The Scorpion seems to have given up trying to come forward. I'm spotted. Who's spotting me? Must be somebody behind that bush that's not giving themselves away. Tempted to throw a shot through the bush speculatively, but not convinced it's going to be a good idea, especially with the reload time on this gun. Remember, it's about a 10-second reload. Aha, there we are. That time the shot flew straight. So I'm just looking. We seem to have nobody defending this center ground behind me. Just that LTTB, and with his gun depression he's not going to be able to do very much. Put a good solid shot into the side of that one that's trying to push the LTTB, made him back off. Just stay, leave the Super Pershing to watch ahead of me while I try and suppress these tanks out here. Try and give Artie a chance to put some fire down on them. It's not happening. Go back, support the Super Pershing again. He's pushed way too far forward. He should have stayed alongside me. And he's going to go down any minute now. He's down to about a quarter health, and I'm taking a severe risk here, showing you my broadside to those tanks back there, but I wanted to put my stern up against that rock. And as soon as I go forward, I pay the price. The T-34 tracks me, have to punch the repair kit, get forward. We've got 2 tanks at the bottom of that slope. The LTTB has got no chance of getting a shot on either of them. He just does not have the gun depression, and if he pushes too far forward we're going to lose him. As the TVP, take him down, back up a little bit while I wait for reload. There's a Gigabyte up there. I don't know if he's on the top of the hill or behind those rocks, but the Gigabyte, although he's only a tier 6 tank, he can be a very dangerous vehicle when he's unspotted. He's got a big old gun. Now we've got something creeping around behind that rock mass behind me. It's time to go and deal with him. I'm going to have to take the risk of showing my stern to the Gigabyte, but I know he's got an even longer reload than me. Very, very slow reload on those big German tank destroyers in tier 6. And is it a bulldog? He's being a bit cheeky. Ram him, do as much damage with the ram as I am with the cannon. Take him down, get him off the picture. That means that the speedy light tank that could have got through if he hadn't revealed himself by shooting at me is now out of play. Hopefully we've only got slow lumbering tanks on this side now. Otherwise I could end up in real trouble. I'm alone on this flank. I'm still holding it. Pause for a second, look what's ahead of me. Got a Jag Tiger 88 and something else up there beside him. The LTTB is putting shots up the hill at them and getting damage for it as well. Well done to him. He's keeping their attention. They've forgotten about me. I should be unspotted now. And he's got that T-34-3 or whatever it is off the map, which is great because with just the Jag Tiger available I should be able to circle strafe him. And this is where I make a major mistake. I stop to shoot, which is fine, but then I back up instead of going forward. I should have just driven forward and got round the Jag Tiger. And again, trying to go for the circle strafe, trying to stop his turn, and again I'm pausing here. Should just keep driving forward, keep going, don't let him get that gun swung. And I pay for it with that shot into my side, but I got him. The Dicker Max got me in the back end. I'm down to 100 and something health. I can't hold around there with tanks on the far side of the valley shooting across at me. I've got to get out of here, and I can't afford to charge across the valley on this health, so I'm going for the flank. I'm going to try and clear this outer edge, and it's only once I've committed to this that I look up at the score and realise that that Dicker Max is the last vehicle on the enemy team. But I still don't know if he was high up on what used to be called the tank destroyer ledge, or if he's low down behind those rocks that I had a close look at. If he was low down and I charged across the valley, he'd have a very good chance of taking me out. If he was high up, he would also have a good chance at that, but he would have had to expose himself to our tanks that came across the bridge. However, I'm pushing this way round because if he's low down I can get his flank. If he's high up he won't get a shot. And pushing forward, hoping somebody's going to spot him soon. Our Rheinmetall looks to be in a good position, and in fact he was up on the shelf. Well, that's fine. He's not going to get me when I'm low down here. He hasn't got the gun depression, and if he stays alive long enough then I'll be able to get round the back and take him down. And it looks like he's not going to. There he is, he's down. Good result. But once again I held the flank on my own, supported by the Pershing initially, and then finally on my own in essentially a 1 versus 3 position, but with the support of the LTTB down in the hollow. So in that battle I got 2900 damage. I was top damage on the team, 3 kills, 3000 XP, but only 64% hit percentage. And when we look at that, I fired 14 shots, got 9 hits, 8 penetrations. So overall slightly different result to the previous battle, but we did win that one, and that's what it's all about. This was from the archives with Gaz in the IS-3. Hope you enjoyed it.